we have Bianca. Ugh, and apparently me yawning. But I don't know what to expect for Bianca's. Because I don't know if Bianca would be that close to the Commandant. Maybe respect the Commandant, but I don't know if Bianca would act the same way as like Karenina did. I feel like Bianca's gonna end up being closer to Liv's, but we'll see. But she's just gonna want to work hard because she respects the Commandant. But who knows? Let's go. Bianca 0. I don't know how to get along with commandants like you. What was your previous commandant like? They value military discipline and ranking more, which Karenina hated. Yeah, that's what I would expect, right? You would expect most of the commandants are very strict military people. And it makes sense that Karenina would hate that, because, as we know with Karenina and her grandfather, she respected people too much. She can't act cold. But I do think having a clear set of rules is a key to winning. To put it simply, I hope Commandant would treat us like tools if possible. Good luck with that one. Not gonna happen. Of course, you can treat the rest of Grey Raven as you like, but as for me... And you feel bad being treated like a tool. I could take care of my own emotions, no need to worry. I noticed that you've been trying to get close to me recently, like giving me gifts, and it has overwhelmed me. I don't think I can respond to Commandant's expectations like Liv or Nanami. So please don't waste too much time on me. Yeah, and I mean, it makes sense with how Bianca became a construct, that she would be used to being treated like a tool. Because it's literally how she would turn into a construct, is she chose to be a tool. Commandant, you wanted to know more about the Purifying Force. Can you tell me? As Commandant knows, the Purifying Force is responsible for exterminating constructs. We may sometimes fight with corrupted, but our main responsibility is to capture defected constructs. Like Watanabe. He may have his reasons for his actions, but to an army, unity is power. If we allow constructs to defect and abandon their missions, then the task force will fall apart immediately. You just need hugs. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of them need hugs. A lot of them need to be treated like a human again. Because a lot of them, it sounds like, don't get treated like humans. The Purifying Force was created to prevent that from happening. Are you satisfied with this answer, Commandant? Enough chit-chat. Today's main mission is to retrieve battle resources from the support force. It's the Purifying Force. Hmm? Oh, wait, we're innocent. We didn't do anything. What are you talking about? What? Confused. You can't blame them for fearing me, Commandant. Fearing the Purifying Force is understandable. It's understandable, but it tells you there's something wrong with the system. But... it doesn't mean they're gonna fix the system, just means there's something wrong with the system. You shouldn't be fearing people within your own ranks. Commandant, today's mission is to team up with the other teams and carry out a joint operation. Is that correct? Ah, hello Merle. Speaking of, do I have... I didn't open up my redeems. Let me do that. Mark that as done. Silly me forgetting something so important as redeems. Is that okay? Are you referring to the situation with the support force before? Please don't worry, Commandant. There won't be a problem. The system says you're from Grey Raven. Pleasure to be working with you today. Pleasure's all mine. Totally different reaction with support force before. Even though the purifying force is not some unspeakable secret, due to our unique system, normal teams will never come in contact with us. The constructs who know us are the ones who have served for a longer period. For example, support force members who have served for long and have not experienced a reboot. I still think the idea of a reboot is terrifying, the fact that they can like reset their memories. And that some of the constructs choose to do it on purpose because they think it makes it easier for them. Like some of them will reset their memories to a previous time so they don't remember friends that have died. Like, it's heart-wrenching. It makes sense. I know there's probably a lot of people who would do stuff like that. They would want to let go of that pain, but it's a terrifying thought that someone could do that. If we say the task force is the light, then the purifying force is its shadow. All constructs in the purifying force will most probably be rebooted after the war ends. Really okay with that, Bianca? Yes, that's fine. Sadly, I could see that, yeah. I could see a lot of people doing that. Like, I mean, anyone who's experienced a lot of loss, I know I've experienced some loss in my life. I know that, there were some dark points in my life that I probably would have thought about that, right? I probably would have thought about that in the past, that, hey, if I could literally choose to forget something and that memory be completely gone, I might have done that in the past. I'm glad I didn't, because I feel like after you recover from it, after you think about it, there's positives to every negative, right? You learn things from it, you grow as a person. But in the moment, it's definitely easier to just say, fuck it. I don't want to remember this anymore. Bianca, I'll be out for a mission in the next few days. Understood. Please remember to follow orders. I'll see how it goes. Where are you going, Karenina? Karenina received orders from a purifying mission from HQ and was just preparing to leave. A purifying? Oh no, Karenina. You're here just in time. Since Commandant's here, Karenina, you should report your leave to Commandant directly. You could take care of that for me, Bianca. Bye. Karenina, wait. Did I upset her somehow? That's just the way Karenina is. It's nothing against you personally, Commandant. So this is probably before Karenina's. So technically I think I did these in the wrong order, but oh well. But well, I guess they really do think Karenina's more suitable for this kind of mission. You're not suitable? Probably. But even though I'm the leader, maybe Karenina's more suited for the purifying force. I don't know about that. Karenina's in a rough position. Because, like, I think the best example I can give for Karenina, the first thing that comes to mind to compare is people who love animals that get into, like, pet medicine. They want to be a vet, they want to save pets' lives. But the sad fact is, more pets are put down when they get sick than treated. And I know I've met a lot of vets, and because I worked in healthcare, I treated some vets, and there's a lot of darkness in a job like that when you're forced to do something against what you want to do. And I'm sure in like surgery and stuff like that, in any in more extreme medical fields, I did treatment, right? I did recovery. So I didn't have to deal with too much of that, though I did get to deal with people who were depressed because of whatever they're recovering from. But I couldn't even imagine being like a doctor or surgeon and having to tell someone to, like, we should take them off life support or something like that. I feel like that's what the purifying force is like for Karenina. I feel like it's the worst possible job for her. Karenina would attack the target immediately, completing the mission as soon as possible. Well, I'd do more investigating first before making a decision at the last minute. Or maybe that's why HQ doesn't think I'm suitable. I think your way's more correct. But this kind of mercy has no place in the purifying force. In my opinion, that's exactly where it should be. You don't want to be hasty and kill someone who's doing their job and you misunderstand. Commandant, do you know what they call me in the purifying force? Incompetent. Well, they jerks. Though it does sound like the purifying force are essentially like the Black Ops. They're the assassins. They're the ones that it's like, hey, we told one of our people to do A, they did B, can you just go kill them? It doesn't have to be justified or anything, it's just, hey, higher-ups told them to do it, they're expected to do it. I hate military anything. Because I know this sort of stuff happens in real life too. Maybe not that often, but it still happens and it's fucked up. Commandant, even though we can still fight, I recommend retreating back to base first. Help! What happened over there? It looks like a battle between the support force and... We really weren't doing anything. Why are you attacking us? Oh boy. Another example of, like, purifying force, just... Hey, they're just gonna do it because they were told to. Stop it. You guys are... System identification. Grey Raven and that construct, Bianca. What are you doing here? I should be the one asking you that. Why are you attacking the support force? Of course they would. Because they scared and ran the moment they saw us. It's because you guys took our weapons. We thought you were going to... Going to what? Enough. It's because of that attitude that makes other constructs fear the purifying force. So, what? We now suspect these support force constructs are defectors. Step aside. Blow his head off. I would blow this guy's head off. He's literally scaring someone into running away from him for an excuse to shoot them. That is what this looks like. He is creating situations that let him kill someone. And this is the kind of abuse that happens that is fucked up. Impetuous. Impetuous mean again? Ah. Yeah. Another purifying force. Was this impetuous? The Commandant of Grey Raven, this is not your jurisdiction. I think when a military person sees another military person abusing their power, kinda is. Just a tiny bit. I can at least put paperwork in to say, hey, this guy's abusing power. This area is under Commandant's jurisdiction. These support force constructs support the activity of Grey Raven, so they too belong under Grey Raven. Bianca, you're not thinking of leading Grey Raven to defy the Purifying Force, are you? No, I think you're being a sketchy son of a bitch. Of course not, because I'm a member of Purifying Force myself. Would you like to try, then, Purifying Force against Purifying Force? You incompetent. Not even incompetent, right? Like, they're making an excuse to call her that. It's literally the fact... Oh, you know what this makes me think of? I've talked about this before. I worked in tech support for like a month or two. I quit the job. Because for anyone who's worked in tech support, specifically I worked in support tickets, the people who worked in tech support remind me of this guy on the right. Your job is to do everything quickly, don't think about it, throw out your judgment, throw out a message, you don't actually help anybody, you just friggin' do as much as you can, as quickly as you can, and you don't care about the consequences, and that's what you were paid for. And I was the person that tried to take time to actually help people, and I got constant complaints from higher up that just, oh, why are you taking so long with people? Why haven't you helped 100 people today, and you've only helped like 5 or 10? Meanwhile, my 5 or 10 tickets are all closed and solved, whereas the people that are doing over 100, they're all ongoing and they haven't fixed anything. Yeah, it's basically copy-paste. That's what it was. That's what they wanted us to do. And I just got so frustrated that I had to leave. I couldn't take it. Because I joined it because I had knowledge, because I actually wanted to help them. But that's kind of what this feels like. Yeah, exactly. Quantity, not quality. And that's what this feels like, right? Is the Purifying Force knows they're in charge of getting rid of people that run away. And you know what? Hey, there's this person that's afraid of me. Oh well, why not? I'll shoot him in the back of the head. It's part of my job. I don't have to think about it. I just put in file work. He ran away from me. Done. Don't have to think about it later. Right? Like, it's... I hate people like this. This whole... I guess it's very appropriate in this case. The shoot first, ask questions later type thing. I hate it. Hate it in so many things. And there's so many people like that. I'm sure you got transferred to a normal team because of your incompetence. You actually think attacking allies is honorable? Not that problem, Commandant. They won't do anything else as long as I'm here. Please don't take what they're saying to heart. No, I want to put a bullet in his head. Yeah, that's fair. That's something I've had an issue with ordering from Amazon too. I've learned do not order anything fragile or that needs to be handled with care from Amazon. I literally ordered something from Amazon. It was a glass pane. It was a rather thick, durable glass pane, but it was a small square of glass. And normally you'd order something like that and it would have like plastic or cardboard or maybe even like a little piece of wood beside it so that it can't bend, can't break. And they would be in a well-cushioned box. I ordered this piece of glass. It was a print surface, by the way, for people wondering. It was for my 3D printer. It arrived in a paper envelope, and of course, it was shattered. It was shattered in a million pieces in that little paper envelope. So I called them, I took a picture, showed them, and it's like, I just ordered this thing, and it is now destroyed. It is in pieces. I need another one. And I told them how they shipped it, how poorly it was packaged, that it was obvious it broke because they didn't package it well. And they said, oh, we'll take note of it so that they do something different. When the replacement came, it was packaged the same way. It was just a piece of glass in a paper envelope. Thankfully, it looks like maybe because there was a complaint attached to the order, that maybe the people shipping it were a little more careful and made sure to take care of it. But like, why are they packaging it that way? It's so ridiculous. But let's see, that was 5, right? So 6. Thank you, Commandant, for standing up for me last time. Because they can fit more parcels that way. Yeah, it's understandable. Like, I get kind of why they do it. It's just so dumb because it costs them if they break stuff. Or, oh, I guess it doesn't cost Amazon much. It costs the company that's shipping it. I'm pretty sure Amazon makes the company take all responsibility, even if it's not the company's fault. It's just weird. Aren't you mad at being called incompetent? I may be incompetent in their eyes, and there's a limit to how much one can do by themselves, but Commandant's battle is not here. In a normal task force team, like Grey Raven, I cannot completely discard my identity as a member of the Purifying Force. But I also cannot execute the extermination missions of the Purifying Force like a real Purifying Force member. I really am incompetent if we look at it that way. Yeah, that's fair, it's pennies to them. They definitely don't seem to care, and it's kind of frustrating. I don't know. It's always been just something I hate with, especially like a lot of big businesses. A lot of big businesses, there's things that'll look bad on the company, but they don't really care. Because if they get quantity, if they still get the numbers, who cares if something looks bad on them, right? It's how a lot of companies operate. A lot of game companies have started operating that way too. Look at Blizzard, right? Blizzard is doing a bunch of really sketchy bullshit practices, but they're gonna keep doing them because they're still making money. And it seems to be how everyone runs now. Able to help others. You're referring to the support force, right, Commandant? I never thought they would thank me. Commandant, I wasn't forced into the Purifying Force because of my serial number. As I've said before, I don't intend for the Purifying Force to become a cluster of mindless butchers, which is why I worked hard to become the leader and let myself learn the truth of each mission target. I don't mind being called incompetent. I will continue to carry out my justice until the very end. Just as how you decide to treat me. What did I do? You keep giving me gifts, shortening our distance. I don't know if you really forget or not. No matter which, you really are thick-skinned, Commandant. Bianca's hurt. Ouch. I hate people. I really do. Most people. Of you guys. God, I hate most people. Most people suck. Nope, every people? Nah, that's too much. Let's keep going. Oh, hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Let's continue with Bianca Veritas. Commandant's party, Vanderbilt Holiday Inn, Babylonia. 3:30 p.m. Lights crisscross and slink resound the chamber. Laughter sounds of toasting waltz together with the glamorous banquet hall. I love how this is literally just the train. They're reusing it. On the stage is a band playing a newly restored Golden Age classic published by Wave Music last month. The vibrant electronic music weaves together sounds of romance from a forgotten age. Fancy suits, delicate desserts, and colorful cocktails. An almost fairy tale-like mesmerizing atmosphere is about the air. People indulge themselves, forgetting their worries, forgetting the war against the virus. Oh, posture check too. Uh-oh. I'll do that one after this part. I'll finish this section and then I'll go do the posture check. Bianca's like, Either nothing or you're too close. No, I'm not gonna complain. Probably crowded. Really? I see this as a social occasion. Why are you not joining other commandants? Maybe because they see you falling. I don't want to say that. They probably think I already have a partner. That's true, this suit doesn't have the horns, so it's probably easier to mistake her as a human. Sorry. No, this is fine. I'll wait for you at the door, Commandant. Call me if there's anything. Oh my gosh. Am I getting dumped already? I won't go far away. I'll never leave you alone, Commandant. Your safety is my top priority. I can count on you. I've been ordered to do so. If you're willing to attend the gathering with me, I'll be very happy. But it's Babylonia, no one's gonna come assassinate me. But my mission is to ensure the safety of him in all public events. It's just pure surveillance. Mr. Asen is only doing this because he's concerned about your safety. Babylonia has very limited knowledge of the Ascendants, and you are the only commandant who has substantial contact with them. Yeah? Understatement? I think chronologically this would be after Alpha's affection story. So it would make sense that they're really suspicious around the Commandant. I'm not going to spoil it because I haven't done it on stream yet, but obviously it's Alpha's affection story. There is a form of contact between the two. We'll get to it in a few weeks. So you plan to just stand there? It'll make you feel better if I do so. Maybe. Very well then. What shall I do next? You never attended a gathering before, Bianca. Constructs do not have to socialize. No one has to socialize. Some of my colleagues do occasionally have private gatherings, but as long as it isn't hindering their work performance, I won't intervene in their personal lives. Let me help you relax today. Thank you, Commandant. Oh my gosh. So she's hired as my bodyguard, and I'm trying to get her to relax and have fun. Oh my. Oh my god. Yeah. But. Ooh, I almost spilled my coffee. Okay, I did spill a little bit of coffee. Let me clean that up a bit. Just a tiny splash. And I'm gonna do my posture check. My back cracked, I stretched it out. It still feels stiff for some reason, but oh well. Mark that as done. Mark that as done. Part 2. Confusing. Why do girl bots need such... Oh my god. I mean, as far as we know, I'm pretty sure the constructs were just designed to look like them. And that was largely because, from what we know, because they were made out of the original person, their minds were extracted. The mind expects to be in its own body. And apparently it makes their mind unstable if they're in the wrong body. That was one of the worries they had with some of the original constructs, like Lucia and Luna. Because technically, the bodies they were given are older than what they looked like when they were turned into constructs, right? Because they were kids when they were turned. They were like 10 years old. And they were given like 16-year-old bodies. Now, at this point in the story, I'm pretty sure their body and age kind of matches. But when they were first converted, people were worried that it would cause instability. Or I don't even think it was so much a worry. They knew it would cause instability for their mind and body to not match. And so I would assume that's why, like, Bianca looks the way she does. It was literally what she looked like. What? Excuse me. Next, we have our long-awaited lucky draw section. The one-day dating event. Oh god, we're gonna win a date with Bianca. People clap and cheer. Still exhausted from heavy work? Still concerned that you have no time to find a partner? Well, today you get to be randomly matched with a partner for a one-day date, so don't miss out. It's obvious who's gonna win. Is there an event like this? The guy that made the Veritas frame was very cultured. Yeah? He was also an asshole. But, you know, he's dead now, so I'm okay with that part. At least I think he's dead. He was killed, right? I think he was killed. But... yeah. Again, we've seen what she looks like human, and then we've seen both her constructs. As far as I can tell, they're basically all the same. I guess, but again, it's about image, right? And keeping the mind stable is something they definitely want to be worried about. But, nah. One-day date? Is this what the commandants do at their gatherings? This is not the norm. I can understand. After all, humans have emotional and social needs that constructs may find difficult to comprehend. They shouldn't find it hard to comprehend because they were human. I think that's one of the things that shows in the story that really weirds me out, and I think it would happen a lot too. Despite the constructs being made from humans, and clearly having emotions, clearly having memories and being normal people, it seems like a lot of the constructs were almost trained to think they're not human-like, even though clearly they have emotional and social needs. Clearly, they're just like a normal human being. The military kind of like trains them to think that they don't, and everyone just treats them like tools. It's definitely something that would be done in real life, and again, it's messed up. The thought of this kind of tech coming to real life is terrifying, because I feel like the way they wrote the military and how the constructs are treated would 100% be how they were actually treated. But it blows my mind that she genuinely thinks she has no emotional or social needs. Despite, you know, she was born a human. I used to enjoy having company. Still can. But that's not what a member of the Purifying Force should be like. I would say Purifying Force members should be better at connecting with people, but, you know. Hard to think of yourself as a human then? I mean, it doesn't matter much, right? Because you still have all your memories. You still technically are human and think like a human. Even if you've lost some memories. If she's lost any memories, I wouldn't be surprised if she lost some memories of her, her original time when she was turned into a construct, when she got this body. Because that guy was fucked up. But it's... I don't know. I know she said that she knows they plan to reboot her after the war ends. That was probably a plan for the Purifying Force. Essentially wipe the memory of your assassins so no one knows what your dirty work was. Kind of deal. But, I don't know. I'm not like you, Commandant. Your team feels more human. Well, maybe you should stop treating yourself like a machine. Admittedly, this brings many drawbacks and leads to incorrect judgments, but sometimes I do envy the admiration you receive as leader. After what they've done to Lucia, I don't trust them at all. I don't trust Babylonia. I don't trust Babylonia at all. Like, we've already kind of gotten... I can't remember what chapter it was. I think it might have been 9 or 10. But one of the chapters, it was kind of hinted that there is some, like, closed circle. There's a hidden group in Babylonia that's running everything. And we don't know them. One of them might be the guy that was in charge of, the guy that... Well, he wasn't in charge, but it was the guy that was there when Luna was converted. I can't remember his name. But he was the one that called Luna an angel and whatever. And let her escape. But he might be in that inner circle, and he's pretty fucked up. But we'll see. We don't know much about Babylonia, and there's a lot of stuff about Babylonia that just doesn't seem right. Especially the fact that they have the Purifying Force, and then they have multiple other very sketchy groups within them that they're perfectly okay with having. I envy you too, Bianca. Envy me. Envy your intellect and prowess. I'm just doing my duty as a leader. I'm just doing what a commandant should do. Bianca, you should feel proud of yourself sometimes. You're the Bianca I'm proud of. Oh my gosh, I didn't get a choice on that one. Hey, it's your turn. Huh? Hurry, the host is calling. Lucky draw, you didn't hear? Ah, no. Do I also have to? Don't you want a prize? Oh my gosh. Oh, come on, join the fun. That's outside my job description. I shouldn't get distracted while working. Isn't protecting me part of your job? Don't be so stubborn. But social activity has no direct relationship with your safety. Of course it does. How? My feelings will get hurt or I'll die from loneliness. Oh my god, my feelings will get hurt. Commandant. Apparently inexperienced in dealing with such a line, Bianca's eyes shoot wide open and she turns speechless. Alright then. Bianca hesitates shortly, but eventually gives up. She shuffles her hair back and reaches into the pink lottery box. I'll take this one. Number 18. Mine says 25. Alright, now that the cards have been drawn, it's time for me to announce the lucky winners. A round of applause, everyone. The crowd explodes in delight, cheering and clapping. First time being in such an event, Bianca's putting on a calm facade on the surface, but her blushing ears betray her true emotions. Now the first lucky pair is, let me guess, 18 and 25? Number 3, the short-haired petite female commandant stands up from the crowd, hopping and waving in excitement. And who will be so lucky to be matched with this beautiful commandant? Number 12! The host announced the number. A behatted commandant is shoved onto the stage by his laughing friends on the other side of the hall. Congratulations to our couple. Please make your way backstage for registration. We'll cover all expenses, so do whatever you want on your one-day date. Let's give them our best wishes. Apollonia runs like Soviet Russia. Victory at any cost. Individual lives and ethics mean nothing before the grand plan to save humanity. Yeah, and I mean, the thing about that is I kind of get it, right? Punishing virus is a huge, huge catastrophe. And you can't really be nice about it. You do have to make sure everything goes through. But there's definitely things they're doing that aren't justifiable. It's one of those weird things where it's like, I get it, but I also don't. There's better ways to handle it. But I mean, it always comes down to, in any kind of military structure, or not even military, any kind of like organizational structure where there's people at the top that don't see much, right? They're drawing up the plans from the back lines sort of thing. Or, you know, the CEO that's writing up the plans for the company from his office and he knows nothing about what his employees go through. Those types of people, like that kind of system almost never works unless the person kind of gets themselves involved in everything. And of course they don't want to, especially in a war. But it just seems like the right decisions are never made in any kind of big organizational structure. The bigger it is, the more mistakes are made, and the more robotic it feels, ironically. I feel like the humans in this feel more robotic than the constructs with how they operate. What they date? Commandant. On to the next couple. It's gonna be us. And we have... Shall we? Number 18! Oh my gosh. You're gonna ask me out on a date while we're getting called out? I was running the show all along, oh my god. This must be rigged. And 25! Congrats! Well, apparently, me and Bianca get to go on a date. Was that 2 or 1? Now that I think about it. I think that was 2. Long way to draw section. Okay. Those 2. So, 2 commandants got on a date, and then the commandant and Bianca get to go on a date. Okay, let's see. I won't lie, for that first one, I was kind of hoping that it was going to draw 2 girls. It's going to be just like 2 cute girls from the crowd get pulled for a date, and all the guys are going to be jealous. I think that would have been funny. But, part 3. Commandant's Dormitory, Babylonia. 11:20 a.m. 1 hour until the date with Bianca. Oh my gosh, do you want to be early or really early? But I mean, generally, getting somewhere early is always the best option. Bullshit, Weirwood. Bull fucking shit. Honkai begs to differ. I mean, them literally calling it a date might make it so that it's less likely to happen, but so long as it isn't like straight up in your face, a lot of that is you can kind of skate around the rules. They did a little bit, yeah. I know Genshin's getting a lot of flack for it. Yeah, I remember that. The air is humid and refreshing after a morning drizzle. A few pedestrians are walking along the roadside. A tall girl can be seen standing under a street lamp. Is she in her normal construct, or is she gonna have different art? Oh my gosh. Bianca. Bianca turns towards you. She's in a regular frame, designed for missions, but there's something different about her. Commandant, I happen to be quite free today, so I came a bit early. A little bit more than a bit. The weather's a bit breezy today. Based on your dressing habits, you may not be wearing enough. I love how this is in Babylonia. The weather is a bit breezy. Yeah, there's definitely some yikes rules in there, but... It'll get windy in the evening. Please wear this scarf to keep warm. You're so thoughtful, Bianca. It's my duty. Well then, let's go. Oh, what else did you prepare? Bianca walks to the lawn. She takes out a picnic blanket and carefully unrolls it on the slightly damp grass. Oh boy, did she make food? Commandant, you haven't had your lunch yet, have you? Now that you mention it, I'm starting to get a bit hungry. Bianca sits and opens her package. Rows of steaming lunch boxes grace your eyes. Rows? How many did she bring? I don't know what you like to eat, so I made one of every dish I'm good at. Oh my gosh. You may call this Bianca? Not. I used to take care of people a lot in one of my previous jobs. It's nothing remarkable. Thank you. Looks amazing. Hi. Oh, just says hi. Just says yes. Here's some tea to help it down, please. Your smile is such a rare sight. Am I smiling? Oh, now she's not. Maybe this is reminding me of the past. It's been so long since someone said something like this to me. But surprisingly, I feel at peace. You're relieved when you cook for others. It's just the caring for others reminds me of my past. So she hasn't forgotten that part of her past. But if that's your request, then I'd love to. Oh. Cooking for people is definitely nice. Which is something I haven't gotten to do in quite a long time, actually. I used to cook a lot. Circle Holographic Cinema, Babylonia, 2:20 p.m. Welcome to Circle Cinema. What would you like to watch today? I don't know much about movies. It's up to you, Commandant. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not usually big on romance movies. And I feel like that's a little sus on a one-day date. Unless you're full out flirting with her. But what about a horror movie? No problem. Here are the thrillers currently showing. Henry Driver. Next session is 22... Whoa, that's late. Isn't it 2 p.m.? These showtimes are all too late. Okay, looking up new releases. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. 2:35 Theater 4. The Construct 2 Snagged Me Remastered. 2:38 Holographic Theater 3. Are there any that you're interested in? Hi. You can pick one if you can't decide. Okay. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Would you like to purchase tickets for Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind? Movie sounds familiar. Let's watch this one. I don't see any people around. Like we got the place to ourselves. I've never seen a public area of Babylonia so empty. You've been here before? No, it's my first time to a cinema. This isn't a place for constructs. Make sure you enjoy it. Okay. Here, take this. Will I put this on? Let's disconnect to the virtual experience equipment. Put it on like I do. Bianca sits upright and carefully reads through the instructions. After putting on the equipment, her golden eyes are still staring into Nim-Nims, totally oblivious to how close they are. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Welcome to Circle Cinema. Please follow the instructions to adjust your equipment. If you encounter any problems, please press the button on your right to activate the repair system. Thanks for cooperation. We hope you enjoy the movie you're about to watch. It's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Please blink to confirm. Did it cut off? We hope you enjoy the movie. Okay, they cut off 2 words. That doesn't happen often in this game. Think. Oh, what was that? Please select the theme of your environment? That was weird. The movie starts after you two finish adjusting your equipment. A large logo of Circle Cinema appears, followed by the participating producers. The movie soon catches Bianca's full attention. She frowns and blinks as the plot progresses. Whenever a zombie charges towards her, she takes on a serious expression as if she's seeing a new type of corrupted. What is it? The kind of fictional monster people turn into. Is that so? A corrupted would be more adorable. Adorable? What? The plot begins to unveil. The movie reveals itself to be a romantic comedy. Bianca's face softens as the male-female protagonists meet in a hilarious manner. Never thought I'd see Bianca laugh at a rom-com. Bianca continues to follow the story, disregarding the world around her. He manages to hide his true identity, but will only make her more upset after she finds out. All tragedies begin with a lie. Try not to be so stressed. If she ever finds out that he's lying, humans and non-humans, can they never find true happiness? Yeah. Why are you smiling? What? Do we want to call her cute? Or just say that it's a little different than I imagined? Hmm. Nah. Cute when you take a rom-coms. Deeply immersed in the movie, Bianca did not seem to be bothered by your quip, but she bites her lip instead from the exaggerated plot. May God bless you. You will make it through. Oh, she's praying for the characters. It's actually kind of cute to think of Bianca being so serious about a movie. Was that 4 or 5? I think that was 4, but I could be wrong. Okay, it was 4. Circle Movie World entrance, Babylonia, 5 p.m. What do you think of the movie? No longer in tears. Oh, Bianca nods seriously. Thought it was good too. He suddenly realized something and looks to the sky. It's getting late. Commandant, is there anything else you'd like to go? Anywhere else you'd like to go? Oh my gosh. Theme park, eat snacks and go shopping. Doesn't matter, we can just hang out. I just looked up nearby traffic conditions. The closest theme park... Okay, we're doing that anyway, I guess. She wants to. Is 1.72 kilometers away. There's also shopping street nearby. If we start walking now and take the fastest route... Oh, beep. There's beeps. Why is there beeps? My communicator. Hello? Lucia here, Commandant. You copy. Babylonia received distress signal from currently dispatched Squad 6 3 minutes ago. No, the date is getting ruined. The Council has assigned Grey Raven to the rescue mission. Commandant, please reply. I'm outside right now. Understood. Lucia, you go make sure everyone's on standby first. Ask Liv to download the map of the area where the SOS came from. And get Lee to make weapon adjustments according to the area. Understood. Communication closed. Bianca, you should go. But you... Rest is a rare thing for me. I'll take my time to relax. Don't worry about me, you have more important work to do. Sorry for leaving you in the middle of our date. It's only a coincidence, there's no need to feel guilty. Really sorry, Bianca. Commandant! Thank you for watching the movie with me. Aww. There's still more? What happens after that? Outside Council Office, Babylonia, 10:54 p.m. Finally done writing the report. Commandant. Nah? I'm sorry, did I surprise you? I'm assuming it's Bianca. What are you doing here? I'm waiting for you, Commandant. Something happened? You seemed a bit reluctant when you left in the afternoon. Oh. And I think I'm in the same boat. A date should have a proper ending. Oh boy. You didn't have to. But I don't think so. Let's go, Commandant. I'll walk you back. So reliable, Bianca. Thank you. For some time, only footsteps echo between the two. I really had fun today. Did you have fun today? Oh, I'm assuming that was supposed to be at the same time. Both of them saying that at the same time. Go first. I really had fun today. Going to the party with you, cooking for you, watching the movie with you, doing all those made me really happy. I can hardly describe myself as popular, probably because I'm too stiff. You're on like some hottest construct list. Oh boy. Not true, you're you because of that. But sometimes I'm also troubled by this personality of mine. Why do I sometimes have thoughts that contradict my faith when I claim to be a devout believer? Your faith is not wrong. Your faith is what gives you strength. And your ambivalence makes you kind. Makes you, Bianca. This is something that would need to be done if construct type like tech ever came out. You need to remind people that they're human. You need to. But of course, it's weird because Babylonia knows their minds are unstable, but then it purposely lets them get unstable. I don't know. Commandant, is that what you think? Of course, when have I ever lied to you? You're right, I chose this path and I shall continue it to the end. I will give all I have for what I believe is right until the punishing virus is removed from the earth. Really strong, Bianca. Commandant, why do you think I'm strong? People only think I'm stubborn. Sticking to what you believe is hard. Why are you so meticulous before cleaning? It's illogical to carry out an execution before I'm sure the target is truly a threat. Commandant. I really had fun today. Same here. You actually don't have to envy me. Hmm? Why? Because you're part of our team too. We've arrived, Commandant. I should have been the one walking you home. Now that's a proper ending. I'll see you next time then, Commandant of Grey Raven. Oh, that one was cute. I liked that one. Oh. It's interesting because as much as it was a quote-unquote date, it didn't seem like a date between like people who were actually crushing on each other or anything. I'm sure some people who like Bianca will view it that way. But it was definitely just, you know, two people who were very close to each other end up going on a date, having a fun time, and just helping each other through their lives, and just getting closer. Definitely a nice take on it, and I'm liking the fact that the game isn't going full harem, just, oh, everyone loves you. No, everyone's different.